I'm here, so I didn't get kidnapped. Hey, what's up? What's good? How you doing? How you feeling? I am Loki Hippie. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. It's free and it makes me feel so good. I appreciate it so much. Go ahead and like while you're down there because why the fuck not? Anyway, this is another story time. It's gonna be a really short one, but it's also mad freaking recent, okay? This happened in January. This happened the last time I went home to Nigeria. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nigerian. I spent a lot of my life in South Africa, so I rep both because I can. So yeah, I went home to visit family for a couple of weeks back in January before the borders got locked down, and this happened then. Now, I was with my aunt and my uncle. These are my dad's siblings. My parents and my sister. It was the five of us. My mom wanted to go to a bank to go try and reopen a bank account she had in her 20s, you know, back in the day, just like when she still lived in Nigeria. She was just like, oh shit, I can open this back up, let me see if I got some money in it. So my mom was in the bank in lines, and I just did not want to be in that bank because Nigerian banks don't really have too many places to sit. Okay, they're not huge. They're for a bank, they're quite small, and there are a couple of seats, but most people are standing and there are lines and it's crowded and it's packed. So my sister and I were like standing outside in the shade by an ATM waiting for my mom to finish. I think my uncle was in the bank with my mom. My aunt went to go buy something. My dad was on the phone somewhere. So I'm standing by this ATM with my sister and we're just talking. It's hot as shit because it's Nigeria. And this guy, I see him walking up to us, but we're standing by the ATM. I'm thinking he's just gonna go withdraw money or something. But he turns and he pulls up to me and I'm just like, okay. Now this guy, he wasn't ugly, but I didn't look twice at him. Dude pulls up and starts talking to me. He's giving me compliments. I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but it was something like, I can't leave here without getting your number. You're so pretty, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, thank you. Now on this day, I was looking very regular. I was wearing a gray maxi dress, no makeup, just in the heat, right? And guy was just not reading cues. So he was like, do you have a Nigerian number? Because he asked where I was from, where I lived and stuff. So I was like, okay, if I tell him I do not live here, I'm just visiting, maybe he'd be like, oh shit, I'll probably never see her again. Well, I'll go. But no. So he's just like, do you have a Nigerian number? I did, but I didn't want to give it to him, so I was just like, no. He was like, can I have your South African number? I was just like, it's not gonna work right now. I mean, I'm here. It's not working. And he just like, I don't care, I still want it. I was just like, nah. Now at this point, fellas, if a girl or a guy has said no to you twice, just be cute with it and go, okay? Just, if she wants you, she'd give suggestions, right? She'd be like, oh, my number doesn't work, but here, Snapchat me, DM me, tweet me, something. She'd give you something. She'll give you her freaking email if you find, my guy. So if you have come up with 2 to 3 suggestions on how to contact a female and she says, no, sorry, just leave it. Like, not everything is gonna be a W, okay? Sometimes you just gotta collect the L and walk away. It's fine. Girls do it too. So anyway, this guy was just hounding me. He was just like, so how am I gonna keep in touch with you? I'm just like, he was just not letting go, right? And my sister, standing right next to me, was looking at me like, why are you talking to him? Like, she was getting mad at me as if I called this dude up from somewhere to talk to me, and she was just like, Papa's coming, like my dad. She sees him walking towards us, and I'm just like, oh. Now I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm I'm just not ignoring someone, because in this day and age, ignoring niggas is dangerous. Like, motherfuckers will just pull something out and stab you right there. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying this is what this guy was gonna do. I'm just saying that is the day and age we live in, where females are so uncomfortable to the point that they have to be polite to y'all. Like, really worth making a female feel some type of way. Like, come on. But anyway, so my dad pulls up, right? And you would think any logical dude, no matter how old he is, would be like, oh, okay, her father's here. Now I was 19. I'm still 19, but this was when I was 19 still. So I mean, I'm not a little kid, but like, to my parents, I'm still a baby, okay? So you would think, okay, father is pulling up, man's gonna dip, right? This guy ignored my father. Now, if you know me in real life, you've either met my father or heard me talk about my father, and you know good and well that was not a good idea, right? But my dad wasn't on some cause a scene shit. Because I wasn't doing it. If I was doing something, he would have caused the scene, but it was this dude's fault. So my dad is standing there for a second. He's just like, you're not gonna acknowledge my presence? Okay. So my dad hands me something. He hands me a bottle to she's like, just in case this dude was confused, he was just like, no, we're together. And the dude just kept talking. He kept trying to get my number, and I was just there like. So my dad tells me and my sister to go inside, like right in front of the guy. He's just like, y'all go inside. I was just like, alright, cool. I thought it was the end, right? You would think it was the end, right? Nope. So about 2-3 minutes later, this guy walks in the back. We don't call him Creeper. So Creeper walks in the bank, right? I don't remember his name for shit. Anyway, he walks in the bank about 2 minutes after my sister and I went in there. And he keeps doing this walk by thing where he's trying to make eye contact with me from like 4 feet away. Like, he walked past me 3-4 times, just like trying to look me in the eye, and I'm just like, clearly not interested, like doing everything I can to not make eye contact with this person. So I'm standing next to my uncle at this point, right? And this guy is now talking to my sister. I saw this guy probably like a minute ago talking to my mom. I think he was asking her for stationery or something, but he was talking to my mom. I was just like, but okay. So he starts talking to my sister, right? And she's like 6 feet away from me, so I can see them, but I can't hear what's going on. And they're talking for a while, and my uncle notices, and he's just like, who is this dude? What is he doing? I'm just like, he won't leave us alone, right? Come to find out that what he was saying to my sister was, he was basically asking her for my number. Like, he was hounding her for my number. He was just like, give me one of her numbers. My sister, this is my older sister, by the way. He's hounding her, and she's just like, why do you want her number so bad? Now, this is Nigeria. I'm not saying the movies are all real, but I'm not saying they're real fake either. I mean, shit happens. People pick up money and disappear into thin air in Nigeria. This is not a joke. I'm laughing. So this happens, okay? Juju is real. So I'm just like, this person is trying a little too hard. What's going to happen when I give him my number? Like, if I ever were to give him my number, I didn't. But I was just like, it went from a dude who can't take a hint to, yo, you trying to mess with my life? Like, that thought process escalated in my head, and I'm just like, why is he still here? Apparently, he was not going to the bank at all. He was telling my sister that he opened a bank account just to come into this bank and talk to me. I don't know if he thought that was a cute story to tell our kids, but sir, read a room, please. No, guys. I know you think females play hard to get, but we don't play that hard though. Like, if if we want you, you know, okay? If she seems uninterested, she's not playing. She's... So my uncle finally walks up to this dude and he's just like, yo, can you leave these girls alone? And this guy just stops talking and he looks my uncle right in the eye. And then there's just silence. And my uncle's looking at him like, why are you still here, dude? Can you go? And the guy was just like, my uncle looked at it like, and then he finally left. That encounter took like 20 seconds for him to take a hint and leave. And probably about 15 minutes later, I look outside a window of the bank, like one of the glass doors or a window or something. Just something I could see outside through. And the guy was still there. He was just like wandering around, like kind of looking around. I'm like, is this dude waiting for me? We probably left like an hour or two later, so he was gone. But yeah, that nigga was a creepy. Okay, that shit was scary. And to like, it bothers me to think that if I were alone, like, how far would that have escalated to? It's just like, guys, fellas, homies, could you like stop making females feel uncomfortable in 2020? Like, goddamn. Thank you so much for watching. That was just a quick little story time. My Instagram and Twitter are in the description. Links to them. You can email me as well if you just want to talk. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're blessed. And if no one has told you today, I love you. Bye.